Okay, so today has been a good night. I want to pull up my YouTube channel history. Not January 2nd. 1 month ago, I will pull up the exact date here as my hair is tucked into my jersey once again. October 12th, 2024, I updated a video called Let the Mediocrity Begin. Tonight, that may have been, of all the videos I've done, I've had some Hurricanes takes that have aged poorly. Brett Pesce for Zach Cassian. Carolina's throwing away their future for the Nedeljkovic trade. I still stand by that Nedeljkovic return was really bad, but they had Kucherov. It makes sense now in hindsight. The video, Get Ready for Mediocrity, may be the most poorly aged video I've ever made. And I don't look, here's the thing. I have to put a caveat to all the compliments, right? April, May, June, and July is what matters at this point in the Hurricanes' history and what cements them. Like, they could honestly become one of the prestigious organizations in the history of hockey with the skill they've had for so long. And it's on them to deliver that, right? But they have probably the best consistent core that has yet to win a cup of this era, maybe at the Oilers as well. So, like, it's time for Carolina to win a cup. And they could. Now, Natchez has been hot before and then cooled off as the hockey gets tighter. Honestly, this time it feels different because as good as Natchez has been in the past before inevitably cooling off in the summer, Natchez has never been arguably the best player in the league for a long stretch of time. And he is. He's tied for first in points. He might actually be in first now, depending on how many points McKinnon got. But either way, I'm talking about him in the same breath as McKinnon. That's like honestly the offense, and I saw it tonight, is built around Natchez. Natchez is the one leading the offense. He's been Carolina's best player. Kotkaniemi seems to finally becoming that second line center. A lot of it might be because he's playing with Natchez. Unfortunately, with my work schedule, I've been missing a lot of the games, so I'll have to watch more and evaluate Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi got an amazing goal tonight. But being able to watch this version of Natchez was a sight to behold. And it does feel different to how hot Natchez has felt in the past. Could it have the same result? Absolutely. But for right now, this feels like a different Natchez. This could be the consistent Natchez. And we're talking about offering Natchez $12, $13 million in a couple seasons. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, this Natchez feels different. This feels like this could be the emergence of a star player. And Carolina's ability with depth, the depth was the main thing I was concerned about. Carolina's ability to find guys in their farm system and turn them into 30-point getters astounds me. They've done it with 3 different cores now. And, like, there is more to be done. Like, there is still a long ways to go in the season, but it showed up. That's why they beat the Rangers tonight, a team they've had struggles with. Now, granted, the Rangers are struggling, and I do honestly believe Rangers Carolina, with these cores in particular, is a bad matchup for Carolina. Carolina's white hot, right? Like, they're Sydney Sweeney, um, in terms of how hot they are right now, right? And the New York Rangers are, Alberta in the middle of January with how cold they are for how talented those cores are. And Rangers still put up a good fight, and I think in large part of it is like it's just generally a bad matchup. But Carolina's playing so much better than hockey right now that they were able to overcome a team that they match up poorly with. And the Rangers are my least favorite team. That's why I watch this game. When my favorite team plays my least favorite team, I got to tune in. And I want to start watching the Canes more regularly again. It does feel weird because, like, look, not to jinx anything, knock on wood, like, games may not matter until April again, which is a great problem to have or a really bad problem if depending on where you are in the standings. But this game, Carolina, when they play the Rangers, it matters every time. It's that level of rivalry. Both are fighting. If Carolina can help move the Rangers further and further out of a playoff spot, take advantage of that opportunity, that's a big game in my opinion because Rangers have had Carolina's number the past few years. So we'll see how things go there. Hurricane of the game, I got to give it to Natchez. But as for this game itself, Carolina honestly didn't let themselves get rattled. They played a better game throughout most of the game. Rangers kind of, but, and I don't want to call him out. I don't think he had a great night, but I actually respect him for his poor performance tonight because Orlov, Carolina had all the momentum. They had the 2-goal lead. But what could have been the turning point of the game is Orlov made a pass when he should have shot it in the slot, resulted in a turnover. Rangers came down and scored. It was the rookie. Rangers had all the momentum. And then Carolina got the momentum back. But the problem is they got a power play out of it and then didn't score on that power play. So they controlled the play for 4 minutes, basically, or a long stretch of time. The play was all in the Rangers' end. They had them tired. It got nothing out of it. And then they ended up giving up another goal. And they didn't get rattled. And that's like Orlov actually, like, I think he kept making more mistakes, but he kept making it because, like, crap, I screwed up. I got to make up for it. And that's a better attitude than crap, I screwed up. I can't, let my, we're doomed now. We're going to lose because of me. It's like, no, I got to make up for this. And Carolina didn't let him be the one to cost the Canes a win over the season because they rallied in the third, controlled the play, got a power play. No, they didn't get the lead with the power play. They finally got a bounce against Shesterkin, probably the best goalie playing hockey. I don't think of all the current goalies playing, he's the greatest of all time. But right now, he's probably the best goalie in hockey, even if he's having a bad season so far for his standard. With that Kotkaniemi wraparound, and Kotkaniemi said the same thing. He's been hot before. Could be just playing with right now maybe the best player of hockey in Natchez, but we'll see how things go. Like this could really be, like the Natchez thing could be different than just he gets white hot when the play's a little bit more open at the beginning of the season, and I honestly believe it could be. And then the Jackson Blake and Lucas Robinson are for real. Carolina probably has like 20 other guys they're going to be able to turn into 30-point getters when they lose some depth guys in the future. But for right now, this is honestly masterful work by Carolina. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Hurricane of the game, Hurricane of the past hockey I haven't been able to watch goes to Marty Netches. Thank you for your guys' time. See you soon.